which is great for someone like me that goes to the tournaments. I enjoy playing pool, but I enjoy being in the booth here, sweating the action with everybody else. Once John and Travis realize they're up, they'll be making their way over. And I will be right back, folks. Well, this is Ryan Johnson back. Looks like we got our next match. I'm not familiar with either John or Travis, so I'm not sure which who's breaking here, but one of them's definitely breaking. It's a race to 4, alternating break. I'd like to take a little time to thank our sponsors of the event for the 21st Annual Ranger Lounge and Budweiser Pool Tournament. We got Eddie's Pool Hall, Budweiser, Western Tire, Metz Oil, Richland Pump and Supply, Golden Games, Ammonrood's RV, Reynolds Grocery, Dazzler's Car Wash, Stockman Bank, and the Holiday Inn. So them are our sponsors. I'll be mentioning those a few different times throughout the night. But yeah, without those sponsors, that's where that $5,000 added comes into play. So I'm very appreciative of that. And looks like he scratched on the opening break. Like I said, I don't know which player is which. I don't know much about either of these players. I don't have any idea which one's which, but after the score, they post the score of the first game, I'll be able to know at least who's who. Okay, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. So Travis broke, so this would be John then. John's looking pretty good so far here. I think he'll just stop or roll up a little bit for the ball up in the corner. Yeah. I liked going a little bit forward, but that guaranteed him the shot there. The 2 is going to be the issue now. This is where it gets, the position now becomes, we'll see what his positional value is here. He played it like the 2 passes, the 15 and the side, so that's pretty good if it does. And then he's looking at it. It's tight. It's definitely tight. That's the 2 times he's looked at it now, so. Yeah, he's going to shoot the 5 here. He's got to be careful here. That 2 ball is protected a little bit by that 12 ball. That 12 ball is a big ball there. Or the 10, excuse me. Caught it a little bit thick there. I think that's a case of he was concentrated more on the position than he was on the making the ball, and then it caused him to miscut the ball because he was playing the position rather than to make the ball. And he didn't really stay down on the shot very well on that one either. So, a combination of both things there got him. Chance to check out Travis here, see how he plays. He's got 4 pretty routine balls, and then the 15 and the 12 we're going to see. This will give me a real good chance to see what this guy's thought process is, how quickly he attacks his trouble. You know, what kind of position does he play? What kind of angles does he play? Patterns, things of that nature. Because this is my first time ever watching Travis play. So. I'm expecting him to go to the 15 here off the 9. So I like that. He's trying to get to that 15 right away, you know, as soon as he could, and then we'll see what his plan for that 12 is, how quickly he's going to try to get to that ball. He's also got defensive options, but I don't like playing defense here on this rack until you absolutely have to. You got 4 balls to play offense with. I like to try to figure a way to get out as best as possible, and then if you just get into a tricky spot, then you bail to your defense. If you get into a really bad spot, maybe with 3 balls left or 2 balls left, then you can play some kind of defense. But some people disagree. They just play if they don't feel like they're getting out. But I felt like I could get out on that rack there. You know, I would have been setting up to get that 12 out of there really quick. But everybody plays differently, so. I know guys that would have punted almost immediately on that rack. They wouldn't even have hardly made a ball. They would have just kept him off the 2 and the 5 and made him try to move the 12 out of there. Well, John's got to feel real good here. I know I would be. I mean, it's not an easy shot, but he's got the 5, so. I mean, I would be extremely happy to be back at the table, even, you know, having an opportunity here, so. Playing the 2. 2 went. Looks like he might have to bank here. Can't tell if he can get in there and cut it all the way up or into the side. I don't think he can. This is a tough bank because you can't really cross bank it. The angle just isn't there to cross bank it, so you have to elevate, and you have to actually straighten this ball out one rail if you're going to bank it in the side, which is extremely difficult, elevated over that 14 ball. Because the angle's just not there to cross bank it, to send the cue ball past the line of the 5. See how it come up short? There was just no way that you could send the cue ball up table and actually make that bank. It just wasn't there. Looks like a combo here. He might be able to shoot the 11. If there's a gap there with the 11, I probably shoot the 11. But being that he's right-handed on top of it, if you're right-handed, you can reach that a little better than a lefty. He's going to play a safe. He waved off. He's going to try to hide him underneath the 14, or he's going to try to edge the, I believe it's the 12, and try to go underneath the 14. That takes, I think that's what he's going to try. This takes an incredible amount of touch to play this kind of safe here, because you're crossing the line. No, he's looking at something different here. I like attacking. Yeah, he's got to attack here. I don't play a safe in a million years here. The safe's harder than making the ball. Yeah, that was the correct decision. He made the correct decision. You had to try to attack there. I mean, I try to avoid safeties that are harder than running out. That's usually a recipe for just making yourself tight. He got in there. We got ourselves a 1-0 lead. John Hutchinson. He never updated the score yet, but it is 1-0 John. Hey, Bert. Yeah, I don't like the safe there, Bert. But everybody plays their own game. You got to feel whatever you feel is the best shot for your game and what you can execute. I guess you got to go with what you're comfortable doing. But analyzing it, I thought that safe was extremely touchy. You know, and you're going to leave a shot, and when you're playing a safe and you're going to leave a shot, you're just hoping a guy then chokes. And I don't like to play safes where you have to rely on the guy to choke. You know, a safe should be a aggressive thing. Maybe you leave him on the rail, and if you're gonna leave him vision, you leave him at least on the rail so he's cueing off the rail or over a ball or something. There might be some situations that come up like that where your offensive shot is actually pretty low percentage, but I felt like the combo or the 11 ball was higher percentage than pretty much any safe that I seen. But I'm not right at the table either, so I can't quite see the angles perfectly. Not a bad break there. He's got options. Table's breaking really well right now on this feature table. Even the table I broke on the side table, this cloth, the balls are brand new. It's very conducive, very good conditions for breaking. So that's, I expect as the weekend moves along though, the tables are going to get a little dirtier. It's going to get more chalk on the balls. So it's going to change a little bit by Sunday if you happen to still be in the tournament. So a person's going to have to keep that into consideration because I don't know if they're going to clean the tables or the balls after the day is over or not. Like they do in the pool halls, a lot of times they clean the equipment and all that. And well, he's got the 5 here. I think he got the 5 still. He's going to have to draw out of it, though. All he's got to do is get basically maybe 2 diamonds, maybe a diamond and a half. Oh, he couldn't see it. Yeah, that put him into no man's land. But he didn't have a lot of, I mean, if you were going to do that, you had to make sure to hit it hard, and then maybe you can send the cue ball around and get some kind of vision on the ball. Or you had to play it, maybe he was looking to hit the gap between the 12 and the 10 there and stop it, and he just overhit it just barely. But nice hit. Great hit. He's going to be buried. I mean, the guy's got a lot of. I don't like playing defense here. I like running out. You got a lot of two-way shots. You can play the run with comfort. So I'm attacking all the way. Where a lot of guys would play defense right away here, but I think playing defense off the first shot here is not correct. I think you got to attack here. And if you happen to get out of line later on, then you play defense. But oh, you're welcome, Burton. We got to thank Rachel and Ray. Rachel Ledoux and Ray Poitra. They've produced this stream. Rachel's put a lot into this stream. The quality's gotten better since 2017, that's for sure. So wow, that was a pretty loose shot there, and he's got him hooked here, but boy, I'm liking to have a chance here. I mean, I try to go, I mean, I'm happy to be at the table, and the guy, I mean, really had a golden opportunity there, so I'm liking any shot there. It's got a pretty easy shot here. $13. I mean, he's got a lot of different shots here. This is, I mean, he has to run out here. He's got to get out here. I mean, it's all there. It's basic. Don't want to be overconfident, but you got to respect it. But this is pretty good here. There's just really nothing that I could see go wrong other than just flat out missing a ball. I mean, the position is. There's really no position here. See, even as poor as position as he played there, he's still got the 9 ball. That's how good the pattern is. It's like so all he's got to do is pot the 9 now, and I mean, as long as he doesn't scratch, he's probably going to have another shot. That's how good the balls are laying. I mean, without really playing that great position, and he ended up missing. That's going to embolden John now. He didn't mark his score. John Hutchinson's up 1-0. He never advanced his score on his touch screen. I'm going to have to remind him here after this rack. So it's 2-0, folks. While he's racking here, I'm going to take a little time here to go through the sponsors again. Once again, we're live here in Sidney, Montana at the Ranger Lounge and Casino. This is the 21st annual Ranger Lounge and Budweiser 8-ball pool tournament. And it's being sponsored by Eddie's Pool Hall, Budweiser, Western Tire, Metz Oil, Richland Pump and Supply, Golden Games, Amaroods RV, Reynolds Grocery, Dazzler's Car Wash, Stockman Bank, and the Holiday Inn. So yeah, thanks to all those sponsors. They have 5,000 added into this tournament. It's a true double elimination to get into the redraw. Final 16 will get into the redraw. We'll redraw the tournament. There'll be a Calcutta. It's races to 4, alternating breaks. We got Travis breaking here in rack 3. See the balls, he didn't hit that very hard, and the balls are still spreading good. He's making balls. The table's breaking real nice right now. I look at the 8-ball. 8-ball's muddied up there by the 3-9. So it's important which grouping you take for sure here. Your key ball has to be a lot more important, of course. If you want to get out in one inning, if you're looking to get out in one visit at the table. It's got options. He's got shots on both groups. See what he ends up doing here. It's going to take stripes. Let's see what he does with the cue ball here. Good speed on that. He was playing to get on the 14 there, and he got pretty good on it. Let's see how he attacks that 9-ball though. Eventually, we're going to find out real soon what his plan for the 9 is. I mean, it banks into the side, I believe. But like I said, to one inning visit, you got to have a real good key ball for that 8-ball here because it's more tied up. Well, he missed there. See what he left him here. Nothing real high percentage, I don't believe here. I don't know if that 7 goes in by the 8-ball on the side. He could make that 7. It's close. That's a good shot there. That was a good shot. Now, for him, let's see how he attacks the 3 and what's his plan here. Because he's kind of gobbling balls up here without really addressing the 3 or the 4. And let's see what he does here now. Yeah, he's chewing up all of his soldiers, and he hasn't yet addressed his 2 trouble balls, his 2 trouble soldiers. So he's leaving his 2 of his soldiers in enemy territory, without doing anything about it. And he's eventually going to get himself into, I think he tried to draw into the balls there. I mean, you have to attack those trouble balls right away, or he had to play some kind of a chess match right away. That's an opportunity maybe to play, make a chess move early in the with more balls on the table, being that he had 2 trouble balls. That might have been an opportunity maybe to play some kind of a strategy move earlier. Now he's got himself into big trouble because he's got no. Yeah, see, he had ball positioning on him right away. You know, when Travis had stalled down to 3 balls, and then he chose really not to really attack his trouble right away, and then he didn't play defense right away, so he kind of played in no man's land where he didn't do either of them, and that's usually a recipe that gets you into trouble. You know, and I know everybody plays differently, but ultimately when you get in those situations where you got a lot of trouble, you either got to attack them early or you just better leave all the balls on the table and make some kind of a move to try to set a trap or better your position of running out with and leaving more balls on the table. Because this is about the worst case scenario that you could do, is to basically just trap yourself to the end. Then on top of it, he gave up ball in hand. And I understand we all play different speeds, but I mean everybody plays a different level of pool. But not a bad try. I mean, he's out. I like that bank because if he's out, I mean, if he makes it, he's out. I mean, I understand the cue ball wouldn't have been quite there, but if he makes it, he would have still had a shot on the 11. So. Now this might be an opportunity here to play a defensive shot. Let's see. He doesn't feel like rolling on that 3. This is a big rack for Travis. If he can get it back, it's 2-1. John wins. He's up 3-0. So this is a huge, huge rack in a race to 4. So. He's got a little more angle than he would like here, but you got to just deal with what you got. So we'll see if he can come up and down. He might be better just to run into him. You got a lot of real estate for that 8 to travel into. You would expect to come up with some kind of shot, unless it comes up on the end rail or something like that, where it would go down to the head rail and sit right on the middle of the rail, and then you're still left. You still probably have a bank on it. So I think on that particular case, I don't think personally I could have killed the cue ball for the 8 in the side. So either you got to let your stroke out come up and down on the line he was, or you just try to run into the 3 and move the 8. But hit it with the speed so that you don't just bury yourself on the backside of the 3. But he kind of played it in between. He didn't really go into the balls, and he didn't stroke it enough with speed to come up and down. So he got himself into big trouble here now. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves out there. We got 44 viewers right now on Facebook, and we're also on YouTube too. You can watch it on YouTube if you're not on, if you want to switch over to YouTube instead of Facebook. It's not a bad shot. I mean, he's making him do something. Problem is with that, the only problem with that shot that I don't like with that shot at an advanced level is you're going to get buried on the 3. You know, but the game they're playing with the way these two guys are playing back and forth, that's maybe not a bad shot. You know, if you're playing an advanced player or a really strong, super strong player, that shot's probably no good. And I like to shoot at a white flag. I mean, I like to go, in those situations, a lot of times I'll just go for anything. And sometimes you just got to make a really tough shot, but I don't like to put myself in a position where I'm going to be buried by my opponent. And then now I'm left with a harder shot than what I would have been left with. That's the way I look at that. That if I roll that up there and I'm playing an advanced player, he's just going to bury me, and now I'm left with a kick that's almost impossible to make. Where at least I had vision on the 8, maybe I can do some kind of bank or carom, something that was a little bit higher percentage than maybe if the guy kicked. But the way these guys are playing back and forth, the shot worked out. See, it ended up buying him a shot where if he was playing a really strong player, he would have never had this shot. Nice shot there from Travis. That was a huge shot from Travis. Gets himself back into it. It's 2-1. Maybe give him a little confidence, calm him down a little bit. I don't know how much these guys have played on streams before. It can be a little intimidating if you've never played on the stream. We're up to 51 viewers. Please share and like, follow. If you're new to the stream, you can hit that notification button, bell, and you'll be notified anytime that Railbird Pool TV goes live. Once again, we're here in Sidney, Montana at the Ranger Lounge and Casino. It's the 21st annual Ranger Lounge and Budweiser 8-ball tournament. Started with 64 players, including 15 women players entered this open. This is a straight race to 4, random draw. It's going to be a redraw at the final 16, then there'll be a Calcutta in the final 16. So we got John breaking in rack 4, up 2-1. Nice break. Table's, like I said, numerous times, it's breaking real soft right now, the table. It's pretty much brand new. The equipment, the cloth is pretty new, almost brand new, and then the balls were pretty much all brand new coming into the tournament. So it's, but as I stated before, as the weekend moves along, it should tighten up a little bit as it gets dirty. The balls get dirty. I don't expect that they're going to clean them after the end of each night. I could be wrong on that. But so guys will definitely have to adjust here and pay attention as the weekend moves along. That's where watching other matches and that and watching how people are breaking, you can learn a lot. Well, Burton, definitely anytime you got a trapezoid kick, they're a lot harder than your standards kicks where it's a triangle or a rectangle. Or I mean not a triangle, but a rectangle or a square. Anytime it's a trapezoid shape, they're going to be harder kicks. Anytime the ball's out in the middle of the table that you're kicking at too, it's a smaller ball to hit than if it's near a cushion. Did you play that tournament, Burton, over in Carrington tonight, the Scotch doubles? Over at CB's? Over at Cole's place? Cole Broadwell? I know he has his big 8-ball tournament tomorrow. His singles. I think he was doing a warm-up Scotch doubles tonight. Cool. Hey, Bryce, congrats on your placing there, your cashing there at in Vegas. Good job. Well deserved. You've been playing a lot, so entering a lot of tournaments, a lot of tough tournaments too. Where they're opens. You're really having to. You're learning a lot, so that's good. Good to see the work paying off. But yeah, good luck there in Carrington tomorrow. That's a fun little tournament. It's a good little tournament. There'll be some challenging players there. Oh, wow. That's tough, Burton. Get them next time. It'll go your way. I mean, sometimes it doesn't go your way, and sometimes it does. That's just the nature of competition. That ain't a bad shot for he's containing them a little bit there. It's a pretty smart shot. Hey, he's got it. It's tight. He must see that for. Good shot there by John. The rail, no, not even on these tables did that ball go in. I think that stayed on the championship cloth. That might go in. But this new cloth that didn't quite, I expected that to go in though on this new cloth, but it just didn't go in. I mean, usually on these loose valleys, that ball would have dropped, but he didn't hit it that hard. He didn't hit it clean, but usually you get away with that and they will still rub that rail that far up and it will go in. Kind of surprised. Well, what's he going to do with that 9? That hurts. He's froze, I think, on the 11. I think it married it right to the 11 ball. He might have the throw shot here, directional throw. I think it's just wide of the pocket on the side. I can't see how wide it is. But you're talking, he's probably got, about 2 feet there? 1.5 to 2 feet. And you can typically throw a ball about 1 inch for every foot. So depending on how wide of the right point it is. He decided to kick. Not a bad effort. Oh, I bet it was Bryce. It's one thing I've been to Vegas twice in my lifetime, but never to play in a pool tournament. So one time I got to get out there. I would love to, at least one time. Maybe VNEA one time in the future. Yeah, you got to enjoy the game too, Burton. I mean, if you're having a good time, that's part of it too. I mean, hanging out with your friends, family, friends. But yeah, just keep grinding hard. You'll have your day. I mean, it all comes around eventually. So. He's got to decide what he's going to do with that 8-ball right now. You know, I don't like taking the 6 here. Because the 6-ball you could use, unless you were going to run into him and break him out. Now, if you were going to, maybe that's what he was trying to do, break him out. Then he would add insurance on the 1. But you could also save that 6 for the last shot and then play the 8-ball in the same pocket as the 6. With that same angle, he could have played a last pocket shot on the 6-ball to the 8. But it was that, or I think he tried to run into it. And if he collided into it, he most likely would have had a shot on the 1. He's going to play for the bank here. I don't know. I mean, it's.
You're about 5-6 away, Ryan.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, at this.
I got about a half an hour to cool down, and I'd like to know where
He's going to play to go for it here. I think he's pretty much got to go for it. But I don't know. I think he tried to run into that 8 off that other shot over there, but he just failed to do it. And then from there, I don't know if you would have even attempted to keep the run out going. I mean, unless you really had to set an angle up. You had to set an angle up because the 8 does pass in the right pocket if he gets about where the chalk is or to that second diamond. I mean, it does go there, but I think he might have fouled there. We'll see if Travis caught that. Yep. Huh. Now some people would bury him right on the if the 9 does not pass, which I think the 9 passes, I go for the run out all day long. If you can make the 9 with ball in hand here, I obviously definitely play the 9. But if you don't, then you just bump it to the rail and bury him right on the 8. But if it goes, you got to play the run out all day long. It looks like it goes, but we're going to find out. Yeah, it went all day long. Good shot there. Put a good stroke on that one. That's probably the best stroke I've seen him play in the match, so that was a good shot. rattled it. Burton, the bracket is on Scoreholio. So if you get the Scoreholio app, so go to your app store, whether, I don't know if you have, if you use Google apps or if store, or if you got an Apple store, whatever your store is to get your apps, look in Scoreholio, and then you'll find it under the Ranger tournament. So all the live scoring is on there. The upcoming matches, everything's on there. We got 6 pool tables here this weekend, and every one of them has live scoring. So, well, one thing is these guys are pretty much, their skill levels are pretty similar. You know, one guy isn't head and shoulders above the other guy as far as the skill and the execution. So they're between the two guys here. They're having a pretty good back and forth match. It's a lot of innings each game, but it's always neat seeing how other guys think in that. I mean, everybody thinks differently and plays differently. So. I like cutting this all day long, and then you just gotta hope you don't scratch 3 rails in the side pocket on the right hand side. He caught it a little full, so if he would have caught it a little more thin, he would have went past the side and probably hit like the second diamond there between the corner and the side pocket, because he caught it a little full, which sent him more towards the right end with the side. But if he would have nailed the ball, he wouldn't have scratched. The once back would have been the only way he could have. If he'd have caught it really thin, he might have went 1 rail and right in. If he'd have caught the thin side of potting that 11, he might have went 1 rail right in the left corner that he was shooting from. That's with no spin, you know, if he's hitting a flat ball. John pots the 8 to take a 3-1 lead. Race to 4, alternating break. $42 people on. Travis to break here in rack 5. This is the 21st annual Ranger Lounge and Budweiser Pool Tournament, Sidney, Montana. Once again, I'm going to take a quick minute to thank our sponsors: Eddie's Pool Hall, Budweiser, Western Tire, Metz Oil, Richland Pump and Supply, Golden Games, Amarud's RV, Reynolds Grocery, Dazzler's Car Wash, Stockman Bank, and the Holiday Inn. Oh, Travis got some good action there on the break. Made some balls. Looking at the 8 ball. It's by itself there along the right-hand side up near the foot line. Looks like he's going to cut the 2 in the lower left. He overcut it. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it, Burton. Yeah, you have a good night too, and have fun there tomorrow, and good luck in the singles there in Carrington at Cole Broadwell's bar there, CB's. It's called there in Carrington. I've played there a couple different times. It's a fun little tournament. I mean, it's a competitive tournament, definitely. Yeah, we're early. This is probably first round action still. We had 64 players. This is first round action, so we're early in this tournament. We're going to play down 64 players. We had 15 women enter in this open. This is a completely open tournament. Race to 4, random draw, alternating break, bar box 8 ball, and we're going to play down to the final 16. When we get to that point, we're going to redraw it. We're going to do a Calcutta, and then we're going to do a redraw. And last year, this is my first year here, but I guess the Calcutta with the final 16 last year was over 8,000 for 16 players. So yeah, there'll be the pool action's just going to get. There's going to be a lot of pool action tomorrow, and there's some good players. We got a lot of good, really high level players here for amateur pool in western North Dakota and eastern Montana. So, yeah, Corey Quante, he won Williston, the Bakken 8-ball tournament 2 weeks ago. He's here. Tyler Perry's here from Bismarck. Yeah, those are probably two of the higher level players here. And you got Jeff Nadeau's here. Brian Azure, who finished third at Williston 2 weeks ago, he's here. So, and we got Aaron Little Eagle. You got a lot of tough local players around here, so. Travis has got his chance here. He can get it back to 3-2. The balls are all there, so. I got to like his odds of getting out here. I attack the 12 or the 9 first here. I do not take the 11 here. I take the 12 or the 9 first. The 11's a duck. I don't like taking ducks with ball in hand unless you're using them to break a ball out or something like that. You know, but in this situation, I like getting rid of that 9 and 12 right away. And then the rest of the balls all play as a basic connector out, where it's just a stop shot or a little bit of a roll up on almost every ball. If you were to take that 9 or that 12 first, you had really no position at all to play on any other ball. And this isn't exactly tough either, but he could get himself into a predicament here if he doesn't play good cue ball here eventually, like on that final ball right before the 8. See, like now he's going to be rolling up here. We'll see what he gets on the 12. That's not bad. He's pretty much straight in. That will work. That works. He's not missing, so that's the important thing. Just don't miss, and it don't frankly matter how you do it. It's a good shot there. Nice shot there by Travis. This is going to get him 3-2 down. Get one back. Shot there by Travis. He looked pretty confident with that one. I mean, it was pretty routine, but he cashed it in. He executed it, so. Getting that final game. We'll see if John can do it here on his own break. I could see this one going hill too, but I could see it going hill, but my gut is saying that I expect John to probably win this rack if I was predicting, but I don't know. I don't believe it will be off his own break, but. Well, I'm going to take a break, folks. I got to play here in a couple matches, so once again, this is Ryan Johnson for Railbird Pool TV. I know we definitely appreciate the sponsors. I went through the sponsors. I'll go through them one more time before I get off the stream. Once again, if you're new to the stream, thanks for checking us out. We appreciate all the likes, the shares, getting the word out about Railbird Pool TV. This is the 21st annual Ranger Lounge and Budweiser Pool Tournament here in Sidney, Montana. This is the Ranger Lounge and Casino is the venue. Our sponsors are Eddie's Pool Hall, Budweiser, Western Tire, Metz Oil, Richland Pump and Supply, Golden Games, Amaroods RV, Reynolds Grocery, Dazzler's Car Wash, Stockman Bank, and the Holiday Inn, which gave us a room rate for the pool players, which is appreciated. So yeah, once again, I thank everyone for tuning in. I'm going to take a break here. I got to play in a little bit. And of course, the stream will be on here. I don't know if anyone else will jump in while I'm playing my match, but I'll be back in at some point, whether it's tonight, maybe not tonight. We're probably getting down to the end. I might not even play tonight. I don't know if we'll make it. I'm like 3 matches out. I think I'll probably get my match in. But we got quite a match here. It's 3-2 John over Travis. Race to 4 alternating break. So enjoy, and I'll be back.
You are hot. We got a hot mic. So we got John Hutchinson and I can't even see that. Is that Travis Morrell? You know these guys? Okay, speak up. You were so loud back there. Yeah, I'll go commentate.
Oh no, Travis is a local Sydney
Okay.
guy.
Okay.
He plays in this bar every week.
So we got Hill, Travis breaking.
Yep. Big guy. Oh, look at that smash.
Okay. Okay, so we're looking at this table and it's so he took solids. You see any problem balls? Maybe that 4-2.
The three's a little tied up there. Three's real tied
yeah,
up now.
yeah. Well, no, yeah. Yeah, he's got issues now. He's going a little rail first here. Okay, so he's got the shot here. You see this? 6 up in the corner, running at those balls. He's gonna have to get a little fortunate here, but he's gonna back cut this, and he's got to. If he could split the 8 and 10 and bump that 3 out of there.
What is it go for
No,
the
he
two
ain't
ball
going there.
here?
I was thinking cutting the 6 up and well, maybe that 6 didn't go by the 11.
Well, that's
but,
pretty good.
but
That's
pretty
a Cliff
good
Ling
lead.
shot. You know Cliff Ling?
Nope.
He
I
plays
do not.
over in Williston. That's what he does. He misses and gets lucky and hooks him just like that.
Yeah, this guy was talking a lot till he got back here.
Put me on the spot. They can't see me through the tinted windows, but I feel like there's a huge crowd. Now I can't get out. She's fighting me over here, throwing right hooks and everything. We're at the Ranger Lounge tournament here, and he's just gonna have to try to make contact on one of these balls.
Yeah. He made good contact and
shot.
left it about.
Yeah.
That's about as good as it can get.
How many viewers we got? 30 of them?
Oh, let's look here. 30, yep.
Howard,
30 right
Howard
now.
would be upset right now.
Oh, yeah, he ain't here to commentate,
You gotta
man.
have 200 or
he gotta
300
have,
or
yeah,
Howard's not
he's
happy.
not happy.
What match we got next?
Well, so we got either Jeff Nadu, Bruno Nadu
Tyler
matchup,
Perry and Ron
or
Davis.
Tyler Perry or
That's gonna
Ron
be-
Davis.
That Tyler
so-
Perry, Ron Davis will be a good one. Travis has ball in hand here now, so should be able to get his 10 out, and he might be in open space. What's that one? Oh wow!
Oh,
That Corey Quante. Cody's giving him a run. Do you know that guy, no? That Corey?
nope, but I
He's a-
heard he did really
Oh,
well in
he's a good
Williston.
shooter.
You know, I'm going to pause these two and let the viewers out there, we only got 30 of you. I'm going to pause this match, and I'm going to let you guys vote. We either got Jeff Nadu against Bruno Nadu, or Tyler Perry against Ron Davis. We're going to actually decide who's going to this live stream table next. I'm going to let the viewers decide. So out there listening, next match, because we got one more tonight on the live stream table. Both of them are going to be
Just
really
one?
good matches. I'll tell you what, we got Jeff and Bruno are both over 600. Tyler's over 600.
Well, Lucas Dahl's tuning in.
Yep.
He wants
And we
Tyler
got
Perry.
Ron's just probably under 600, so we got 4 strong players coming up.
It's about to be unanimous on the Tyler Perry.
It's probably
Ron
going to be.
Davis. Oh,
Oh, not unanimous yet. We're going to wait till this game's over and then, because we're pausing both of them until. Both matches are going to be really good matches. 4 strong players. So he's got the angle here to come off that 1 and break that 8 a little bit, but
oh, he missed it.
yeah, no.
He left him a actually pretty decent angle to get that 10 ball out of there. I think he'd have to go after it right now.
Angie's out there watching. Great job on that women's pro tournament you had down there.
Break it.
Walker, Minnesota. It was an awesome tournament to watch. Wish I could have watched a little more of it. Wish I could have been there in person.
We got 4 for Perry and 2 for Jeff and Bruno. Who's it going to be, people? Travis kind of put himself in a pickle here.
Yeah, he's got
He's
a
probably gonna
really
play
easy safety
or play
here.
bank. Oh,
Hit a little hard.
I don't think that 8 ball has a pocket right now, though.
No, but he's got
He
the
just-
6 and the 1
yeah,
down there to
try to break
bump him
her out.
out. It's as long as he can make a starting shot here, he can bump that 8 to make it somewhere. And you know what? Now you
He's
just
not
gotta
half
make
bad.
that.
Yeah.
No, just make that 1 and bump that 8.
Yeah.
And you still got the 6. You just gotta make sure you bump the right side of the 8.
Angie says next year, Rachel.
Yeah, next year, be there.
There must be a Vikings fan, too. Always next year. Oh, he kind of buggered himself there.
Pull out that jump cue. See, I said hit the right side of the 8. Well, I didn't mean the right side. I meant the right side.
Theoretically, the right
yeah.
side.
He hit the
Oh,
wrong side of the 8.
Ron's getting
and-
warmed up over here, walking around a little bit.
Okay, what's happening
Looks
here?
gonna be
Let's
Tyler
look at
Perry
the
and Ron
brackets.
TV table.
Oh, it's fine. Okay, we're gonna put Tyler. It looks like Tyler So now I got to go to the brackets here and. Right here. Let's unpause this. Unpause this. Because I think that's the next match. Let's pause that. Just gotta.
It's a pretty good shot there. Really didn't have much to go at.
He's gonna, play a safety back.
Yeah. Tuck
Just
him on the
gotta-
bottom side
yeah.
of the 6, and he's pretty well
Yeah.
hurting.
Nope, I'm not sure. Which one do you know?
That's Travis.
You know Travis?
Yeah.
Yep,
John's who's shooting right now.
Yep, I'm not sure where John's out of, and I don't know Travis, so.
Travis is out of here. He plays with Perry and Eddie and all them guys.
Okay. It's my first time this far west, as far as like
Beautiful
Montana.
country over
It's
here.
awesome.
A lot better than Fargo, I know that.
Good thing I'm from Minot.
There you go. Can't watch your dog run away for a week down there. Great shot. Oh, left it. Left the window for him. This should do it right here. 6 down, 8 in the side.
Just got a stop shot.
Should be game over here. Almost had a perfect safety. Just let it roll a little bit on him. He's going to run it down a little bit and try to go in the top corner, I think. Oh. Figured he put some draw on that shot.
He's
let it run
almost
through,
straight in.
English.
Almost straight in.
John takes down Travis.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a big match coming up. We're putting Tyler and Ron on the table. No,